Hey, what's going on, everybody? Okay, I'm back on the boat. It's time to put that carburetor on and see if we can get this thing to start up. So, as you can see, I kind of had it all covered up pretty well. So what I'm going to do now is get this cover all taken off. I got the carburetor right here, the gaskets, and we're going to get this carburetor put back on. Okay, so I got it all taken apart. This is the for the choke. It's heat operated, so I got to get this back on. But the gasket I'm looking at is in good condition, so I don't have to replace the gasket. So right now, what I'm going to do is get the carburetor and set it on. And it's as simple as getting it lined up. And there it is. It's all set down. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get this all bolted in. Once I get it bolted in, then I'll come back when it's time to try to start it, see what the fuel is looking like, and see if we have to move to the ignition system. Okay, getting closer. Got the carburetor all hooked up. I got my power turned on. Trying to start. I've started it a couple times. I don't see any fuel down in there yet, but probably have to prime it. We'll see. Keep going. Okay. All right. More work to do. Trying to start it part 2. So let's see. I did it, checked it in again ago. It looked like I got some backfire, so it might be the timing is off. So let's see. Yep. Let's see. So I'm thinking my timing is off. Carburetor's working, getting fuel up, it's not overflowing. So now I got to start working on the timing. Okay, so what I found out, guys, is I've corrected it already. So my distributor was 180'd out. This pointer was pointing that direction. When you're setting timing on a Chevy 350, as you can see, you look down here, it's got a number 1 right there. That's the number 1 cylinder. What you want to do is put that to top dead center, and I use my compression gauge. And if you go down there and you look at that timing mark, it's on the 0, so that tells me that it's at top dead center. And then you want the rotor pointing at the number 1 cylinder. So I'm hoping that fixed my issue, and I can at least get it started and then work from there. So we'll see here in a little bit. Got the distributor all put back together. I hooked up the water hose, and see if we can get this bad boy started. Yeah, I got a little bit of a water leak, but she's running. Okay, water leak from up top here. That's no problem. I'll get that. But she's running. She got water coming out the exhaust. Yeah! Big day today. I need to put some more power steering fluid in it. But she's running. I do got to adjust it. Set the timing. Set the timing, but we're good. Okay, so I had a bonehead moment. When it was running, it had a bad miss. And I was like, dang, it's got a miss. What's going on? When I put everything back, and okay, let me start over. First thing I noticed, it was we had the distributor 180'd out. So I'm like, okay, the distributor turns clockwise. So what did my knucklehead self do? I put the wires on the distributor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way around in order. Mechanics know. So bonehead mistake. What I should have did is put it in the firing order. And the Chevy firing order is 184-36572. So I'm going to reposition the wires on the cap again and restart it. And hopefully she should run smooth. All right, I'll let you know. Let's see. Oh yeah, much better. There she go. Yeah. Yeah, she running. Man, that's a beautiful sound right back there. That's a beautiful sound. All right, I'm gonna sit back, enjoy this, and have myself a beer. And yeah, she's running. So next, what's coming up on for the boat? I gotta fine tune it, get it to where it idles in neutral. Right now, I gotta apply a little bit of throttle, but that's just minor adjustments. And take her out and see if we can get her tested one of these weekends. All righty. So it's been a lot of man hours to get up to this point. Very excited that I was able to get the boat running. Last night, I spent a little extra time fine tuning it. So I did get it to where it's idling. She's purring. She's sounding wonderful. Super excited, as you can see in my videos and hear it in my voice. Sorry about the screaming. So where am I at now? One thing that I did find out last night when I was just kind of fine tuning the boat is when I put it in drive, it operated and functioned like it should. But when I put it in reverse, it would die. So I did a little research, and what I found, there's a shift plate. On the shift plate, there's a sensor that locks out the ignition for like a brief, like not even a millisecond. And what that does is it allows for the transmission to engage, to engage in drive and to engage in reverse. In a boat, you don't have a brake. In your vehicles, that's what allows you to engage in drive, engage in reverse, is either you have a brake or you have a clutch if you have a manual transmission. So I got to get that part ordered and get that installed. Once I get that installed, the next steps that we're going to do is I'm going to do idle tests. I'm going to sit and have it everything hooked up with the water hose, water running through the engine so it doesn't overheat, and just kind of let it idle. So I'm going to let it idle in neutral for like 30 minutes. Then I'm going to let it idle in drive for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to let it idle in reverse for 30 minutes, and just so I can check everything over and make sure that everything is like it should be. I know when I test started it, there was a few leaks that I need to go back and see if I need to tighten up or if I need to add a gasket or whatever I need to do to those components and get them right. But I'm excited, man. It's like I said, it's been a long road to get to where we are, to where I am today, and pretty excited. Look like I'm gonna be getting out on the lakes and enjoying it with the family, and man, and just doing something that I love to do, and that's fish. Throughout this whole build, I know my brother was with me. I just felt like some of the things that it was just kind of weird. That's just it's hard to explain, but you just feel his presence. Like when I was setting the timing, something just kind of hit me in the head like, knucklehead, you didn't have your timing set in the right firing order. So I know he's smiling down on this, and he would be very happy and proud of me with this project. Okay, speaking of projects, what do I have coming up? Once we get the boat done, man, then we're heading back up to Seligman, and we're going to get started up there. The first project that I need to get handled is the second camper. Need to get it painted, kind of go through the inside, get that all redone. I kind of have a game plan. You guys know I like to plan everything out so I know what colors I'm going to use. I know what the exterior paint job is going to look like, what upgrades I'm going to do. So I'll be sharing that with you. And then, like I said, I'm going to leave the trailer up there and go through that process so that it'll be more of in line with what really my channel is about, and that's the homestead. Then after that, I got to get started on building the pump house and then my solar panel rack, where I'm going to be putting that at. So I'll be doing those two kind of at the same time. As far as going, what's going to, the first project with the pump house, foundation, then the construction and wiring and plumbing, and then all of that. So if you guys have made it this far in the video, man, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. If you guys watching the video, man, hit that like button, give me the thumbs up. That helps the channel grow. All right, gang, that's going to do it for this series. Man, so the next time. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode of the Golden Spirit Homestead, gang. Again, thank you for your support. You guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you the next time right here.